pageant. So, it's Mr. and Miss Universe live from Capitol Toastmasters Club. So let's have a clap. Okay, so can you feel now the tense, of our pageant? Now, to make this pageant more interesting, we will have our judges. And for our judges, I want everybody, all the audience will be the judge. So I'm going to distribute some papers here, and you're going to select the best speaker for our table topics. So let's have it here. Just pass it around. And you can put some, like one word to just explain why you picked that person. So let's start now for our first finalist. Oh, by the way, you need our table topics today. We only have 2 minutes, and we have our timer to keep us up and have our time checked. For our first question, who, in your opinion, is doing a more important job? A housewife or a career woman? Who, in your opinion, is doing a more important job? A housewife or a career woman? I'm gonna take from men or from a lady. So, let's hear from our Toastmaster, Nati. Okay, let's welcome Toastmaster Nati.
She's got the right there. Thank you, Table Topic Masters. So the question is, who, in my opinion, is doing a more important job? Well, obviously, I, being a career woman, would also say that a career woman is doing a more important job, because you're not just doing good for your household, but you're also doing good for the company and ultimately for the whole world. As they always say, even when a butterfly flaps its wing, it has an effect to the whole world. And so that is, and it doesn't mean that a career woman doesn't take care of her home. She also goes home and takes care of her husband and her children, as well as her company. So I hope I answered that question, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nati, for your very wonderful answer. Now, for our next finalist, the question is, do you not think that women are the weaker sex, as popular belief would have it? What is your opinion about women as the weaker sex? Do you accept it or believe it? Why? Let's have our Toastmaster, Chalita, to answer the question.
Well, as a woman, my answer is obviously, I believe women are not necessarily the weaker sex. I would not say we're stronger sex. We're just different. And I think we're different because, well, women are strong because, as the previous contestant has mentioned, women could be both housewives and career women. And in these days and age, I know very few women who take one or the other track and not take both. On the other hand, I don't know too many men who could take both tracks successfully or continuously or permanently, whereas I know very many women who do both, juggling career and family and children. And I think it takes a lot of strength to bring up children, to take care of family, parents, and career. So that's a unique strength for women. So my answer to this question is that we're strong and different from the men, and we're unique.
Thank you for that answer. Now, for our third finalist, our question is, Define 3 qualities that a woman of the millennium should have. And I'm gonna pick a man because I think that we should see what do you think a woman should have, what are the 3 qualities a woman should have in our millennium. So, let's hear from our 3rd finalist, Toastmaster Prantik.
I just hope I don't have to wear a bikini. But Table Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, dear guest, what 3 qualities that the woman in the millennium should have? Number 1, they should die younger than men. Women have been living longer than men for a very long time. I think it's unfair. We want to have a more equitable society in this new millennium. So we want women to die at the same age or maybe younger than us, because let's see, they do too much work, right? They're career women, they're housewife, so why don't they die younger? We have so much stress, you know. What's it? Number 2, women should try to drive for God's sake. You know, women cannot or they do not have the sense of direction. You give her a map and she loses it at all. You give her a GPS to find the location and she loses it. In this millennium, we want equity. We want women, which they want also to be equal as men. So please try to read a map. Please try to drive properly. To get to the location that you want to be. That's number 2. And number 3, if women want to be equal as men in the new millennium, then as our Toastmaster Canada does, try to be fit enough so that you are not named or blamed to be the weaker sex. We understand you're psychologically you're probably more stronger than us, but physically you need to be stronger as us also. So that we, some bit of a yoga instructor, I don't know, it helps in so many ways, I'm just saying that you need to be physically strong, okay? So, live the same age as men, read maps, drive carefully, properly, and be more physically fit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prantik. Now, for our 4th question. Looks, intelligence, wealth. Rank this in order of importance you want your dream or dream woman or man to possess, and why. Let's have our Toastmaster Canada to answer this question. Let's give her a warm of applause.
Thank you. Who's gonna be counting my... Okay, you're gonna be. Looks, intelligence, and wealth. As I'm still single. When I was young, look come first. But now I'm 40 years old. So, I see many things. My experience. The guys who age 30 already bold. So, my ex-boyfriend already bold. So I think, anyway, the intelligence should come first. Intelligence should come first because you have to live with that person for a long time. Even though I may die before the guy. But that guy needs to be able to speak to me in the same level of intelligence. And then wealth and looks, it's okay, I'm rich. I don't need money. I can give to him. So, look is okay for now, but I need just intelligence. To me, intelligence, wealth and look is fine for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Canada, for your very fine answer. Now, for our 5th finalist, this is the question. What is your greatest fantasy? Let's have Toastmaster Peter to answer this question. Yep.
World peace. Maybe it's Mr. Universe, come on. What? Someone had to say that as an answer. My God, I couldn't believe anyone didn't bring it up. What is my greatest fantasy? No, X-rated ones. So, my 50-second greatest fantasy. Well, apart from winning Mr. Universe and having you all write down my name on that little slip there, Peter, P-E-T-E-R. I guess one of my greatest fantasies, my 50-second one, is to be able to predict the future. And that would be so much fun, but only when I wanted to. I wouldn't want to predict the future all the time, because otherwise life would be boring, right? I'm like, I'm going to marry a yoga instructor anyway, why bother? I'd like to be able to predict the future. And so maybe this afternoon I could have spent 2 or 3 hours practicing in front of the mirror, knowing full well that the Toastmaster will be asking me this very potentially awkward question, and I could stop thinking about my 51 most favourite fantasies and make up a speech about my 52nd most favourite fantasy. So, world peace, and of course, being able to predict the future. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you. Now, for our last question. As an ambassador of your own country, what are the 3 best features of your country you would like to share to the world? Let's call our Toastmaster. Toastmaster me. Let's have a round of applause for her.
Miss Universe choose not policy. Okay. If I'm as the ambassador of my country, three bad features that I would like to present to the world. The first one, Thai women so beautiful. Do you agree with me? Yeah, sure. And I know many men, especially foreigner men in this room, agree with my answer. If not, you can ask Peter.
I agree with it.
Okay, this one because why I say Thai woman is pretty and beautiful because we are charming. Yeah, we have a kindness, smile or anything. And the other thing that I would like to present to the world is my country is wonderful. Why I say my country is wonderful? If you live in Thailand, you can see waterfall, you can see beach, and you can see the good atmosphere in Chiang Mai. I know many one in this room have been go to Chiang Mai, right? And what do you feel? And what do you think about Chiang Mai? You would like to come back again, right? This is the second one. The third one that I would like to present to the world is, what do you think? What should be the third one? Thai people.
Say some.
Thai food. Yeah. This is the majority of everyone in this room. Thai food, we can cook anything. We can take the dessert from Portuguese to become Thai dishes. We can make the Chinese food to become Thai food. Yeah, there is 3 things that I think I'm proud of being Thai. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's have a warm of applause for everybody who participated in the table topics.